First tonight, the victory in her daughter's fight to beat the mail scammers she blames for the death of her elderly mother, who was conned out of £50,000.
Yes, Marilyn Baldwin from Chesterfield set up the charity Think Jessica in her mother's name and has been campaigning for postal reform since 2007.
Well, today the Royal Mail confirmed it will destroy millions of postal frauds sent to the UK by foreign criminals and intercept letters sent from the UK carrying cash for the fraudsters. Here's David Hurst.
It's an important day because this is something that we've been trying to highlight now for the last 10 years.
Vindication at long last for Marilyn Baldwin.
This is the kind of literature that we distribute through trading standards, the police, hospitals.
The measures announced today by the Royal Mail go further than ever before. It promises to destroy scams at its major distribution centres, warn potential victims and also intercept letters containing cash sent by victims to known scammers.
Is this going to stop the scammers?
I think this is going to be a massive deterrent. And the idea when we first started Think Jessica was to make the United Kingdom a hostile environment for criminals abroad. It's quite a bittersweet moment though. When I first alerted the Royal Mail to the scam mail problem, which was 10 years ago, victims were being delivered up to 100 scam letters a day. So it's been a long while coming.
The great beauty of this is that our customers won't be troubled by this really quite nasty kind of mail that they receive from time to time. We're doing everything we can in our powers to stop it.
Too late for Marilyn's elderly mum Jessica, who was duped out of more than £50,000. After her death in 2007, Marilyn found 30,000 scam letters at her home.
I mean, they were blatant scams. The clairvoyants had things like, your life is in danger if you don't reply. I mean, this was on the front of the envelope. So if this had have come into force 10 years ago, my mother wouldn't have had to suffer the 5 years that she did, tormented by criminals who were sending her the mail. Everybody is a potential victim. We don't know how we're going to feel, how our minds are going to work when we're in our 80s or our 90s. So it has to be ongoing. We have to keep this going, because if we stand back or if we drop back, the criminals will home in.
With only 1 in 5 victims reporting fraud, she's called for a national campaign of awareness to help people protect themselves. And she also wants criminals to be prosecuted to bring an end to the scams she claims drove her mother to her grave. David Hurst, ITV News, Chesterfield.